Hi, I'm Dan Westfall. My company's Client Focused Financial. So today I'm going to talk to the high income earners out there and some of the issues and concerns that you as a high income earner may be having with your personal finances. So I've broken this out into three main things. So number one is time, two is taxes, and three is investment risk. So first off with time, a lot of you high income earners out there have, just like everybody else, other more high priority things that are important to you in your life. Your family, your friends, your job, your career, your organizations that you may be involved in, whether it be like church or Kids Little League or whatever it may be that you're involved in, charities out there. Those are a lot of important things that take up a lot of your time. I'm assuming that investments and financial planning is probably not your go-to weekend project that you're looking to get to. So you're not alone. This is a problem that a lot of people have out there. But as a high income earner, there's a lot of specific little nuances that you need to consider, a lot more than maybe the average income earner out there. As a high income earner, not working with somebody that really knows what they're doing can cost you tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars over the course of your lifetime as far as accumulated growth on your money. So whether it be just the simple things that are ongoing every year, sort of mistakes that are being made that you don't even know are actually mistakes, or the missed opportunities that you're not able to take advantage of because no one's helping you to take advantage of them, or you're not working with the right person to take advantage of those types of opportunities out there. These could be simple things like not investing your money in the right type of account based on your goals and what you're trying to do with your ultimate financial plan. So this brings me to the second main issue that you have as a high income earner, and that's taxes. So taxes are the slow leak that the average investor, it'll cost them tens of thousands of dollars over the course of their investment life. As a high income earner though, you being in a higher tax bracket, it will cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars over the course of your investment life if you're investing on a regular basis. If you're maxing out your current 401k plan at either the $18,500 or soon to be $19,000 a year, or if you're over 50, you have the additional $6,000 catch up that you can tack on top of that. So for 2019, you'll be able to put as much as $25,000 away in your 401k. Well, if you're doing that, you can put money in a taxable account outside of your 401k plan, but it has to be effectively tax managed. If it's not, that's where you're going to be losing money over the course of your lifetime. So, and if you're using an investment tool like a mutual fund to invest in a taxable account, the way that mutual funds are set up is they're not very tax efficient because you don't control when the mutual fund is buying or selling stock within it or whatever investment, whether it be bonds, whatever they're investing in inside the mutual fund. So you don't control the taxable event, which is another way that you can be losing out on growth of your money over the course of your investment life. Do you plan on retiring before 59 and a half? So 59 and a half is that magic age that the IRS has out there where you can access your IRA or 401k money without a 10% penalty for taking that money out. So you as a high income earner, you may not want to wait until 59 and a half to retire. You may want to retire at 55 or 50, depending on how much you've saved up over your career. So this is where having money in a taxable account is crucial, because this is money that you can get out whenever you want to. But if it's not managed in the right type of investments and it's not managed with the right strategy in mind for being in a taxable account, you're not going to have enough money in there. This brings me to the third obstacle or concern as a high income earner that you should be having involving your financial planning and your money, and this is investment risk. So one of the major things in an investment risk are fees. These could be expense ratios, advisor fees, and really the biggest fee of all out there is what I refer to as the opportunity cost. So this isn't just the cost of your 401k dropping in the next recession. This is the cost of which, obviously your 401k dropping would be a huge cost, but opportunity cost is more so based on the missed opportunities out there that you're not doing or not taking advantage of. These could be things like people paying down their mortgage that's only 3 to 4% and they're putting double the payment on it. Why? You're only paying down a debt of 3 to 4%, where ideally, if you're investing that money, you're making at least that amount, which then is growing and compounding in your favor. So it's playing that interest rate game. Other things like money sitting in the bank. The bank is not paying you more than, even now with rates going up, a couple percent. So again, this is another missed opportunity for you to invest this money and put it in a strategy where your money can grow incrementally ongoing over the long term. Those are two of the main things that I see as opportunity costs that many high income earners out there miss out on, because you're ingrained at a young age to get debt paid off and have a lot saved in the bank. And yes, having debt paid off is great, and yes, having the money in the bank is great, but there's better ways that you could go about doing it. And you as a high income earner need to think differently. So if you grew up like I did in a middle class, average income house, these are just things that you're taught. You're taught to pay down your debt. You're taught to save money in your bank account. And the difference being is that there's better ways now as a high income earner that you need to be thinking. So to take advantage of all those little things out there that really, truly, every average day people should be thinking this way too, where they're making the average income. And if they're not, this is one of the reasons why they stay at an average income over the course of their life, and they don't ultimately accumulate the same amount of money that many affluent people do, because there's a lot of average income earning people out there that can become extremely wealthy over the course of time if they do the little things right. You as a high income earner, though, it just looks exponentially bigger because there's a lot more money that you're making, and a small little mistake on hundreds of thousands of dollars adds up to hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars over the course of your lifetime of investing. An example of a missed opportunity out there, and this is something that I come across all the time, which is why I'm bringing it up, is old 401ks that are just sitting at a previous employer out there, that are many times within a 401k just sitting in mutual funds. So, and the fact that it's sitting in the old 401k and there's literally no strategy, with the investments that are in there. There's no one managing it. There's no one making, changes based on economic movements out there. So this is one of the biggest things, and the reason I bring it up. So in the example, typical mutual fund portfolio is going to cost over 1% to have in those mutual funds, on top of not actually being in a strategy that could, with a good risk return reward, get you an extra percent in growth. So you're actually now losing 2% a year between the fee and the potential opportunity to be invested in a better strategy in something more intricate out there. So in this example, I'll use $250,000 in a portfolio. If this was invested and you were only to be losing 1% a year, a 1% difference, this would mean instead of making 9% over 20 years, you're only making 8%. On $250,000 over a 20-year time frame, you would actually lose out, just because of that 1% difference, on $300,000 over the course of that 20 years. And that's a $250,000 portfolio, not adding a dime to it, making 9% versus 8%. It's going to cost you $300,000. So now if you're adding money to this, it just gets even worse. So, and this is where, as a high income earner, if you're someone sitting in your 30s or 40s with a couple $100,000 in an old 401k, or you've accumulated some money where, you're close to that, put yourself in that example, because, this is where you're missing out on the opportunity of making more money over the course of your life. You'll still make money making that 8% a year, but know that you're missing out on making more money because of simple little mistakes that need to be tweaked and changed. So if you have questions, get on the phone with me. I'd be more than happy to have a conversation with you specifically about your situation. These were just examples I wanted to give you to kind of make you think through the process. But let's get on the phone and have a conversation about your specific situation. And I'd be more than happy to talk to you about how we can improve on, what you're currently doing, and clean up some of those little mistakes that may be happening within your overall financial plan or investment plan out there. Appreciate you taking the time to check me out. For more videos like this, check out the Insights tab on my website. You can go to the link above and click on the Insights tab there. If you'd like to view, or if you'd like to take the investment assessment that I have on my website, that's also on the homepage of my website, same link above. Click on that and go through there, and that'll kind of show you maybe some of the things that you could improve upon potentially with just your investment portfolio. So again, appreciate you taking the time to check me out.